Okay, good morning all. Mute your mics. Today in science, we are going to take another chapter for revision, that is lesson number 4. In the previous chapters, in the previous class, we had discussed about health and diseases. We had revised the lesson. I've explained you the lesson, then we have done the oral revision also and done the written revision also. Wafi, beta off your mic. Now today we are going to take up a new chapter. I'm going to make you revise, explain, brief you a little bit. Then we are going to do the revision of oral as well as written. So today's topic is our skeletal system, page number 34. Skeletal system means the framework of bones. Our body is made up of nerves, our body is made up of muscles, and our body is made up of bones. So in this chapter, we are going to study about the bones. How many different types of bones are there? What are their work? What they do? And what they give our body? Bones and skeletal gives the shape and framework to our body. Yes, the shoulders, hands, this is the full framework of our body. So let's read from the lesson. We have learned earlier about the different organ system present in our body. In the previous chapter, we have studied about sense organs. Now, these organs do certain jobs or tasks known as functions. The different organs system in our body depends on each other. Each and everything, each and every system in our body depends on each other. It's not that if one function, one organ is not working, the other organ may work properly. No. So skeletal system we are going to study in this class. The skeletal system consists of different types of bones. Okay. Just as a building has a framework, wood or metal, our body also has a framework. Like your house has a framework. Terrace is there, then the when you look from outside, the proper framework of your house is shown. Similarly, when you stand in front of the mirror, can you see your body properly? The whole framework, the shoulders, the waist, the legs, the hands, the head, the skull. So everything, this is the framework. Which gives us the framework? The bones. The all the bones together are is known as skeletal. So we are going to study about skeletal system, the whole system of our body of bones. This framework of bones is called skeletal. The skull, the backbone, the rib cage, and the bones of limbs and girdles form our skeletal system. Now, you must be knowing what is the total amount of bones in our body. There are 206 bones in our body. Some bones are big and some bones are small. The thigh bone is the longest bone. The leg bone, that is the thigh bone in your body, is the longest bone. The smallest bone is found inside the ears. The smallest bone inside the ears, the longest bone is your thigh bone. Now, the first part we are going to study is skull. Skull means your head portion, your face portion. So, skull is made up of flat bones. It includes the bones of our head, face, and jaw. Face means your eyes, nose, cheeks, cheekbones, your forehead, your nose. Now, is it coming? Now, and jawbone. This is the jawbone. Where which is used to eat, which is used to talk. This is the jawbone. So face bones are flat bones. Skull consists of face bones, which I have flat bones, and jawbone. Okay. Now only one thing you should be clear, that lower jaw can move. Your upper jaw cannot move. You move your mouth. Which part of your mouth is moving? The lower part. Move it like this. Which part is moving? The lower part. Only your lower jaw will move. You cannot move the upper jaw. Only this part will move. So these bones are joined together very closely. All bones of the skull are fixed except the lower jaw. You cannot move your half skull. You cannot move this. You cannot move your nose. And you can move your lower jaw. The skull protects the brain as well as gives shape to our face. It protects the brain. Brain is here inside your cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla. So the skull basically protects the brain. It is the very delicate part of our body, very delicate organ. All delicate organs are protected by bones. Our heart and lungs is protected by rib cage. Brain is protected by skull. So bones main function is to protect the delicate organs of the body and to give the framework to our body. Okay. Then first skull we had studied. Now we move on to backbone. Touch your backbone. See, touch it. Put your hand at the back and see the long bone that goes from your neck till down is your backbone. It is also called spine, and it is not that one single bone. There are many small bones attached together. They are called vertebrae. When they attach together, they clinched together like this. Then they form one straight bone that is known as backbone. And each single bone which are attached together, clinched together like this, they are called vertebrae. Are you getting it? You can see the figure also, the diagram which is given, human backbone. It is given there. So the backbone or spine or vertebral column is made up of small bones. These small bones are called vertebrae. The vertebrae are all linked together to form long bony backbone. The backbone covers and protects the spinal cord. Now, spinal cord is present there in the backbone, which is helpful in reflex actions. Reflex actions we are going to study in this chapter only further. Reflex action in nervous system we are going to study. Reflex actions are sudden actions. When you touch something very hot, immediately you remove your hand back. Yes. Now, these type of actions are controlled by spinal cord. These actions does not reach the brain. As soon as you touch the hot iron or hot vessel, you remove your hand. When you sneeze, your eyes close automatically. Okay, so these are the actions controlled by spinal cord. So what is the work of the backbone? The backbone protects spinal cord. Okay, then it protects the nerves and blood vessels that run down from the brain. Now, from the brain, the blood vessels run down to our backbone and spinal cord, and the work of backbone is to protect those nerves. Nerves you can see in your hands, the green nerves, the blue nerves. Can you see that? These nerves are protected by spinal cord, which runs from the brain and they come down. All right, now we come to rib cage. Rib cage also, can you see the figure that is given on page 35? Look at there. Rib cage figure is given. Now this, by looking at the figure, we can understand that heart and lungs are protected in rib cage. Yes, the ribs are curved bones that form a structure called a rib cage. We have 12 pairs of ribs. The ribs are joined to the backbone from the back and to the breastbone or sternum from the front. Means they cover the back portion and the front portion both. They covers the body like this. Okay, then the last two pairs of ribs are called floating ribs. Now see in the figure, the last two pair, can you see, they are not joined in front, they are only joined at the back, but they have not come till front. That's why they are known as the floating ribs, because they are only joined at the back and they have not reached till front. The rib cage covers and protects heart and lungs. Underline what rib cage does. Rib cage protects and covers heart and lungs. Done. Now we comes to limbs and girdles. Limbs means your hands, okay, and legs. So we have two pairs of limbs, the forelimbs and hind limbs. Forelimbs are your hands, full hands from shoulder till your fingers. These are called forelimbs, not FOUR4, FORE 4. Okay, four limbs तो फिर चार हाथ हो जाएंगे. Yes, not that four hands you have. Four limbs, FORE. Limbs means your hands from shoulders till fingers, and hind limbs are your legs. Okay. Now forelimbs also have three parts: the upper arm, the lower arm, and the fingers. Now look here. Upper arm is from your shoulder till your elbow. This is the upper arm. From your shoulder till your elbow. Lower arm from your elbow till your wrist. This is the lower arm. From elbow till your wrist. And fingers. Okay, so forelimb is divided into three parts: upper arm, lower arm, fingers. Okay, similarly, your hind limbs also are divided into three parts: the upper leg, lower leg, and toes. Upper leg means your thigh portion, lower leg means your leg portion or calf portion till ankle, and the toes, you know what are toes. Okay, so hind limbs and forelimbs, they are the hands and the legs, and they are divided into three parts each: upper arm, lower arm, fingers, upper leg, lower leg, toes. All right. Now girdles. We have two girdles, the shoulder girdle and the pelvic girdles. Now girdle is a place where two bones join. Now this collarbone, can you touch this? Touch your bone. Touch like this. This is the collarbone which is joined here at your shoulders. This is girdle. When the bone, this framework is joined to your shoulders here, this is called the girdle. All right, shoulder girdle. When this bone joins till the shoulder, this is called shoulder girdle. Similarly, you have the pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle joins your hip bone to your waist. Okay. So we have two girdles, the shoulder girdle and the pelvic girdle. The shoulder girdle consists the shoulder blade and the collarbone. Okay. The forelimbs are connected to shoulder girdle. Our hands, the forelimb, this is forelimb. This is connected to shoulder girdle. Collarbone is connected to shoulder. Shoulder is connected to hand. That is forelimb. So all this is known as shoulder girdle. The pelvic girdle consists of three large flat bones joined together. Now, pelvic girdles is when where your waist is joined to the hip bone, that is pelvic girdle. The hind limbs are connected to pelvic girdle. Your legs are joined to pelvic girdle. Like your hands are joined to shoulder girdle. Your hands are joined here in shoulder girdle. Similarly, your legs are joined in the pelvic girdle. The legs are joined in the waist and hip bone. That is known as pelvic girdle. Girdles are clear. Shoulder girdle means collarbone and hands are joined. Pelvic girdle means your waist, hip bone, and legs are joined. Clear? Then girdles have joint that help us to move the forelimbs and hind limbs. Now imagine if this joint was not there. Will you be able to move your hands? No. So these joints help us to move our forelimbs. Forelimbs means hands and hind limbs means legs. Okay. So functions of the skeletal system. Now we are going to study the functions, what the skeletal system does. Skeletal system gives shape and support. This I have already told you in the beginning of the lesson only. It allows the movement of different body parts. Many bones in our body are hollow. They are filled with a jelly-like substance called bone marrow. Underline the definition of bone marrow. Many bones in our body are hollow. They are filled with a jelly-like substance called bone marrow. It is the bone marrow where our blood cells are made. In bone marrow, our blood cells are made. Now we are going to study, check your progress. Let me see how much you have understood. Framework of bones is called dash. Skeletal. Very good. Skeletal. Write there skeletal. Write in the book skeletal. Another name for backbone, spine. Spine. S-P-I-N-E, spine. S-P-I-N-E, spine. Bone of the forelimb. Bone of the forelimb. Upper arm. Bone of the hind limbs. Toes. Toes. See, lower this box is given in which hints are given. You can select from there. Toes. Then we have two girdles, shoulder girdle and pelvic girdle. This much is clear to everybody. What we had studied, revised in science, we have revised about the skeletal system and different parts of skeletal system. First, we have revised about skull. What is the function of skull? It consists of flat bones of our face and head and protects the brain. Then we had studied about backbone. Backbone is made up of small bones called vertebrae joined together. They make one full spine. It is known as backbone. The function of backbone is to protect the spinal cord and the nerves which comes from the brain. Then we have studied about rib cage. We have 12 pairs of rib cage. They start from the backbone. They are joined from the backbone and cover the breastbone in front. Last two pairs are not joined. They are only joined till the backbone. They are not coming till the in front. That's why they are known as floating ribs. Okay, Hania is smiling. Then what is the work of rib cage? The work of rib cage, the function of rib cage is to cover or protect heart and lungs. Then we have studied about girdles, shoulder girdles, and we had studied about limbs. Two types of limbs were there: hind limbs and forelimbs. Forelimbs consist of your hands bones, three parts of hands bones: upper arm, lower arm, fingers. Then hind limbs consist of your legs bone, upper legs, lower legs, toes. Then we have studied about uh, what we have studied, girdles. Two types of girdles we have studied, that is pelvic girdle and shoulder girdle. Shoulder girdle again consists of your collarbone here, shoulders and hands are joined to shoulder girdle. Similarly, pelvic girdle consists of your lower bone, that is hip bone, waist, and legs are attached, that is hind limbs are attached to your pelvic girdle. Okay, so this much we have studied and we had done the check your progress also. I'm stopping the chapter here. Half chapter we have revised today. Now your work is, after the class you have to read this much again and revise properly. No written work today. Written work I am going to give you in the next class. Your today's work is to revise this much again and read the uh, half of the chapter also which we have not done. I am going to explain that portion tomorrow in the next class. Any doubt, please ask. Yes, Agam. What? Agam, this chapter is what? और क्या बेटा? We have done this. Yes, this chapter will come in exam. Okay, I'm winding up the class now. Any other question? Any other doubt? Okay. Now we are going to meet in SST class. Thank you.